Certainly a lot of power picks still available when you're banning something like the Zyra. So Kalista is the choice. The Poppy also still available. It's not going to be prioritized for Peanut, but they are going to pick up the Jace first. We have seen that Jace, even with Unending Despair not being able to be picked up, it doesn't matter. He is still very strong.
Yeah, still very popular. And on top of that, other things that have been left open, obviously the Rumble, but also the Ashe and the Varus. I can see them potentially traded off. We've seen people prioritize the Varus, especially if you're at a window where you can go the poke Varus. It can be quite hard for Ashe to play the game. You need to get up into auto range, and Varus can just Q from a mile away. And I think that Poppy is like a preemptive.
Yeah.
This is what we expect, so we're going to deny it in advance. And I actually think this is a pretty heads-up pick. So the Maokai works well, specifically because it is an engage pick, you know. It is providing what D+ need, but it's not really counteracted by Poppy. There's not much Poppy can do to stop what a Maokai does. Whereas if you pick something like the Rel, like the Alistar, you're kind of playing into Delight's hand.
The next couple of games.
You know what I think is part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's TPing down immediately. Are they going to look for a dive?
I mean, it is Maokai. He's pretty good at diving and at least trading very aggressively. You see he drops aggro by hitting the minion, and now he's got Xiu, who's level 1, but I think this might be enough damage. The Harpoon is going to miss, though, and Barrel flashes away. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, he got first blood! He's able to get it anyway. Peanut, of course, will be able to take him down, but at least the feat of strength does go over to DK.
And on top,
looking to save his flash and then flash towards the end, thinking he could get away.
Oh,
this time, though, he doesn't have flash, and that's in Italy with red buff. He's not getting away from this. The knockback is going to be critical, but does he even have it? The answer
it falls behind, just feels very squishy. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, well, he's just going to ult away. So ult for ult trade, very nicely buffered there by Showmaker.
Priority. You're just suffering every time. Aiming is picking up more and more plates on the bot lane. Zeus get a decent amount of damage back, but I mean, this feels like an even easier dive setup than we saw before.
Oh, the root is going to land. Zeus, nice flash away from the spear. I just don't know if it matters, though, because another spear is coming, and Maokai is here. As in they go with the damage. Barrel flashes away. We got to dive in the top lane. Xiu in a lot of trouble here against 3, but Peanut tanking up the turret shots, and it gets traded back. As yes, Viper picks up a kill, but so does Xiu in the top lane.
Got it. I don't think it was by a large margin they did enough damage to kill him, but it ramps up so quickly. And here, Aiming takes the window when Zeus doesn't expect it to throw the ult down, get some damage in, and burn the flash. And the Barrel here flashes out, doesn't risk it, doesn't take the extra hit, which is a good call when you see how much damage he did there to Aiming. And here, you know, Peanut tries to play the I'm tank in the tower. I'm just going to walk out on the last hit. There's a great flash there from Xiu to avoid the stun from Delight, and then Peanut here, I mean, that must have just killed him, but definitely
possibly can. Showmaker, though, is going to dodge back, but Delight is here. The knockup comes in, flash away as Zeka is tanking off the turret, and Showmaker still gets away. Yeah, definitely would. And we take a look here at the difference in the AD carries. This is what we were mentioning. And now we've got the lockdown. The Xin Zhao pretty good to stop a lot of the incoming damage and the Poppy ult, but it just doesn't matter. They outnumber Peanut in the river. He did have that Elise game, but there have also been games where he's been kind of carrying. And here we got Showmaker right on top of Zeka. The ult is well committed to. Barely not enough damage. Viper's just saying, okay, I respect you entirely. You've got a level on me. Let's take a look at this play. I think I stopped his back, is what he said, and then.
Oh, yeah, 아지르 필. 아지르 필이야.
Here's low.
So close, so close. You know,
You see the
Dragon, Lucian might try and steal it, but if they get a tier 2, that's a good trade.
Hey, they're even going to throw in a Varus ultimate, and the steal comes in. Why not? They're not being zoned away.
Towers on top of that. You see the replay coming through. So aiming ends up ulting Peanut. He does obviously ult to block damage, but just syncing up the burst a little bit there from D+. Really well executed. It kind of feels like HLE is saying, look, we're getting forced around the map. Due to this TP advantage, we're just going to start it and force them to come into us, burn some resources. And D+ are ready.
I mean, a couple ults still down here. Remember the Maokai ult, and there goes the Nidalee just flying as Delight does his job. The smite should come in, and there it is. Peanut locks it down, and now they've got Reses to come on in. Zeka just gonna, you know, go ahead, try to throw his life away. He does have Zhonya's, though. There's the revive, but they're just looking for anything and anyone at this point. They get barreled down. They've already taken down Shiwu. Life Esports, a very nice call. I'm not sure if they're going to get anyone else. You see Dione coming over the wall here. Showmaker wants a bit more. They would love to take out Zeus. As Lucy gets that smiting, gets a bit of a heal as well.
But I will say, not at the woods yet. And yeah, HLE are committed to this, but Delight, you know, if you don't connect this ult onto Lucid, maybe if Lucid flashes it, this could be completely different. I think in the end, try to go for the jump, but doesn't find it. And now, D+ are trying to get the damage down, but they're cautious because they know as soon as the smite comes in, they're in a bad place. And they do a pretty good job of clearing out the targets of HLE. You know, they're still very strong. But that's the power of the buff. It doesn't matter if you trade up in terms of kills, because the kills aren't real.
They're like a little bit real.
Slightly real. Steal again. They're looking for some token fishing here right now.
Even going to commit to a Maokai ultimate here for a bit of zoning. Nice Ez ult. And now they're going to find Zeus on the left side. As you mentioned, he's kind of just a free life, though. He's trying to go in and die and TP back into the fight. Down he goes. And he lives. Big ult as well. And now Barrel's just left to the fishes. Down he goes.
They're looking to try and pressure this tower. I think Seawood... I mean, he does ult. I was going to say, I think he got to ult a bit sooner. Oh, Zeka misses. This is bad.
Yeah, that was not great. He's going to get away. Really come back to bite them, but maybe they could have gotten the turret if he didn't do that.
And it's just so annoying because Zeus is rather bulky. It's not easy to take him down. And he kind of plays just like, I'm going to do maximum damage to everyone I can and just be a nuisance. And he knows he's going to go down, but he just doesn't really care. They have to respond to the threat. It's not like they can just ignore him. And then Delight gets that great ult, which kind of leaves Barrel in a comfortable position.
He twisted advanced onto an Ezreal that has Arcane Shield. Yeah, I mean, Zeus does have TP, so he will be here. They spot this. Baron's only at half health. I don't know if they
back away now.
Really commit to this. Okay, they're just going to commit to it, I guess. As the Maokai ultimate looking to just zone everybody away, and it does exactly that. Barrel as well will sacrifice his life, but Showmaker's able to trade it back and ults over the wall. And there you go, DK just
Showmaker able to trade 1-for-1 on the supports and able to get away with the buff. This worked out really well. You can see this situation, the ult comes through, twisted advance, Peanut can't get close, and then Showmaker makes a great call to go in, ult out, disengages from the situation. And now you have ult on your important members, and especially, I feel like with now at the point...
Runs away.
Yep.
That's one way to handle it.
Oh. Early ult from Peanut there. I mean,
in there for the side of Life Esports, so they will clear it out, but it just gives you enough vision to get some poking down. They still have the Maokai ultimate, but in 5 seconds, they need a little bit of extra time, and it starts early, but it goes to Rumble. Ocean Soul secured, and the equalizer is great. Hits Delight at least, and does secure the kill. Flash forward from Xiu. This guy is a madman. He has the Zhonyas, and he's burning down Zeka, and that will be a free kill for them. Take a look at the rest of the team as well. Lucid desperately trying to corral them up against the wall. Viper doesn't have many places to go in. Goes Showmaker on the left. Viper being corralled into that little alcove. It is just a straight up clean ace to DK after the fight on Ocean Soul.
Yeah, there's a little hiccup with Yadakan in this game, but for the most part, D+ have been in control, been ahead, able to secure the Ocean Soul and the fight following, and now will close out the game. And this is what we've come to expect from them. They have started this LCK Cup with a bang.
They just look so fantastic. Really a team effort in this one. Showmaker does have a very cool KDA. 5-0-0. No assist for the Yone, of course. As now look at the Nexus turrets. and Delight can do absolutely nothing. Flash on in, aiming, you know, he'd love to get some extra damage on the chart, but that will just be a relatively clean victory here to the side of Deep plus Kia. And the fans are loving it tonight.
Yeah, I think some limited options with the composition that HLE had in terms of dealing with these, you know, with the Varus and the Nidalee, who obviously got